Well, I mean that JD Vance, and I mean I guess that's his official position too, and really, you know, I guess Trump kind of read the tea leaves and was like, if I hammer abortion, we're going to lose because everybody wants to kill their baby, and everybody thinks it's health care. That's what they use now. It's health care, like a tumor. That's what it is. And so
So, what about this JD Vance guy?
I
Because
don't,
I don't know
I
anything
don't know
about
enough
him
about him. Yeah,
except that he was a never Trumper, and now he's gonna be the
now
VP.
he's the
Like, where
VP.
did that? How did that come to term? I
Gosh,
don't know.
I smell. Good gracious! It just smells like Mike Pence, Dick Cheney,
Yes.
Liz Cheney to me. That's what it smells like.
So do you think that maybe, and I'm speculating here, that Trump kind of got in there and was like, "All right, I got the nod. I don't want to fight you guys any harder than I have to. Who would you like me to bring with me? You know what I mean? Like, do you
But
think
nobody
he
would have
maybe
picked Vance though.
conceded a
That's
bit?
nobody would have picked Vance. I think
I
people would
think,
have said if he left it up to the people, people would have said they want Vivek or they want
Yeah.
Gabbard
yeah.
Yeah.
before Vance.
Why in the world did they not pick Gabbard? I don't understand that.
Why not pick Tim Scott? Tim Scott's got great conservative cred.
Yeah, he does.
He'll make inroads with the black community.
He's too white.
He's got a great story. He's got
Tim Scott's very white.
He's got a
You know
really
what I mean?
fantastic, great story, and he really seems like a good guy.
He is. He is. But once again, I think you bring somebody like Tulsi Gabbard. Okay, well now you've got the. She kind of rides that fence sometimes, because she's a former Democrat,
Right.
and you get on top of it, you get a woman. So I don't.
I think he wanted somebody who was absolutely going to destroy Kamala, and JD Vance will.
Yes, he is a great speaker.
He's a great speaker, and he will destroy her. And maybe that's what he wanted. Because Pence was not that way. Pence was,
No.
yeah. When Pence got up there and, who did Hillary have? I don't even remember who Hillary had as a running mate. Some old decrepit guy. I can't remember who it was.
Gosh, who was that?
Who was that?
Oh, let me Google it.
If Pence had gone against anybody else, he would have lost.
Tim
Gosh.
Kaine.
Oh, yeah.
Kane, that's
Kaine.
right.
Yeah.
From Virginia.
Yeah. Oh, that guy was.
Yeah. JD Vance is going to wipe the floor with Kamala. And let me tell you something. Like, I was watching the 5 of the day, and they had that I don't know, they got that screechy little liberal woman on there. And it was just like, oh, we wanted JD Vance. And it's like when the Democrats tell you they want something, they're lying through the teeth. They lie all the time. They're lying. So when they tell you something, they're lying.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're scared to death. They know Kamala's going to get hammered. Hammered, man.
For me, I didn't know much about the guy. When I heard the news, and so I do a little bit of research, and I got to do a lot more, obviously. But the takeaway is he grew up impoverished, right? They wanted you to know that.
Right.
He grew up abused, so he was raised by his grandparents. He's trying to get the sob story. The same article.
Children, right?
I don't know, but then in the same article, they say he just bought a $1.7 million home somewhere.
Jiminy Christmas!
And
he's not been in politics long enough for that.
Really paying off.
And that's what I'm saying. He's been in politics how many years, and now he's buying $1 million homes.
He's an author as well, so
Hillbilly Elegy.
And
yeah,
he was in private. He was like working with finances and stuff like that. I want to say joint venture capitalist, but I don't think he was one. But he worked in finance, so he already had money before he even got into it.
All right.
And so
I would just say he seems to be coming out of nowhere.
I think he got legit.
Okay. Says let's see here. His wife of Trump's VP pick. Oh, so his wife is a lawyer.
She's a lawyer. So there's money right there.
That's helping.
Yeah.
She looks some type of like
Indian,
yeah. So
I think you have to say Native American.
I think he has.
I know. I meant to say Indian. Like the country Indian, India.
Yeah, we're not politically correct. We don't care.
politically incorrect. Yeah.
How many kids does Jay-Z have? Let's see.
3.
You can tell your monitor is half the size of that room. When you change screens, the whole room lights up.
I'm halfway across the room from mine. I can't see nothing. I can't get over this picture I showed you guys.
Oh,
of them on the roof.
Guess what one of his son's name is? Vivek.
Oh, really?
Ewan. 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 Awan.
Ewan.
Ewan. He was 7. Vivek is 4. And, oh gosh, I'm going to butcher this one. Mirabelle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mirabelle, who was 2. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. I got that. Some weird names.
So you were showing me that picture, Lee. You wanted to know what kind of shot the sniper got. There is a picture. I'm not going to show it on here, circulating of the head wound.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he got a headshot too.
Yeah.
That's not a hard shot. I'm not saying it would be a hard shot for a professional sniper. Not at all.
No, but target acquisition time.
Yes.
That's what gets me.
Yes. It would just take, I don't care how good you are, it would just take you more time than that to find it, sight it in, and go. Unless it was a snapshot, and it was snapshot, it was luck. It was, so, hey, but what do we know? We're not snipers.
No.
Exactly. Anything else about JD Vance while I got his picture up? Jury's out for me. I don't know enough about him. I feel like he came out of nowhere, and I feel like he's been a little haphazard with his
wish-wash.
With his politics. He seems to change as the popularity changes around the topic. Where I've looked from hating.
Go ahead.
From hating Trump to being on his cart, from a hard stance against abortion to backing off of it a year later. I mean, I think he just kind of flows with the culture too much.
I was going to say he's going to probably be the #1 Trump fan going forward until something bad happens, and then I feel their turncoat in him. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I think the plan here is that Vance is young enough to where he can carry on MAGA.
Yep.
Will he though? Will he though?
Don't know. But see, here's the thing though. So you had somebody like Vivek who 100% would carry on MAGA. You know what I mean? Like I just don't.
But Vivek was a Democrat a few years ago. How do you know he's not going to turn? All these guys go to Washington. Every single one of them, they go to Washington and they turn.
Yeah.
Now, you don't ever see a Democrat go to Washington and all of a sudden become a Republican. But all the Republicans go up there because they tell you what they want you to hear. They tell you what you want to hear, and just to get elected. And then when they go up there, they reveal their true selves. And so hopefully, being a former Marine, he's got enough integrity that he's going to be a man of his word. And if he was anti-Trump at the beginning, I get it. I understand that.
A lot of people were, yeah.
Yeah, you don't trust him. You don't know how he's going to be. Then you find out, okay, this guy's really good and really sincere, and he really loves the country. And I don't. We'll just wait and see. Nothing negative, but you need to listen to his speech when he does actually speak at the convention, because he's good. He's good. He's really good.
We'll see. Time
we'll
will
see.
tell.
So does Trump make it through this presidency?
He will now. Yeah.
No, the next 4 years.
Yeah, he'll make it.
Yeah.
They won't. They've learned their lesson.
Once he's in there, I think they're going to try to get him in different ways, but I don't think.
Yeah.
As far as him surviving the 4 years, yeah, I'd say he does.
But I think what they've done is, I think they were surprised. Like with COVID, they were surprised at the pushback they got about COVID. And I think they're really surprised about the reaction to this. Oh. They didn't really think it was going to be like it is. But conservatives are on the warpath now.
Speaking of, did you see that? And I don't remember which manufacturer it was, but the vaccine has been recalled and discontinued because of blood clot issues.
Actually, spokespeople for one of the vaccines has confirmed that there are heart issues connected directly to their vaccination.
Oh my gosh!
Unbelievable. It's
Have we
almost
not
like we
said
should
that
go
before?
back. Yeah, it's
I-
almost like we should go back to some of our previous episodes.
Yeah.
And we were the prophets.
And we didn't claim to
There's
be. See,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't have any respect anymore for anybody who doesn't question what their government is doing. It's not a conspiracy theory just to say I don't believe you guys.
But here's the thing, everybody's going to be like, well, you're MAGA. You do anything Trump told you. No, Trump told us to get the vaccine, and we said, go eat one. We're not doing it.
100%.
Like,
That's a great point. That's a great point.
I'm not going to listen to this man just because he's not God, okay? He is not Lord and Savior. This man is just a tool that can be used for the advancement of the kingdom, but he's nothing more. Like, I like Trump. He's a good dude. I think he's got great foreign policy. He's got good policies all around. The economy will be better under him, I believe. But once again, I'm not going to do everything he says. No, if I disagree with it, I'll disagree with it.
Well, I mean, I 100%. If he comes out and says I support abortion, I'm not voting for him.
No,
that's
absolutely
it.
not. That's a line in the sand.
And that's what makes us different than a Democrat.
he has been quiet on that lately.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
but a Democrat can get on TV, carve a pentagram on his chest, and drink his own blood and pledge his allegiance to Satan, and a Democrat will still vote for him.
Because it's better than Trump. It's better than Trump. Satan himself.
Oh, Bill Clinton had sex with interns, stuck a cigar in her vagina, and then smoked it, and they still think he's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, well, it wasn't that bad. Although Trump tried to cover up his little night with Stormy Daniels there by giving her lots of money. That's terrible. But Bill Clinton, who did it in the White House, that was just he's just Bill.
He's also probably he's probably one of the redacted names on that list too.
I would almost 100%.
100%. You go into Epstein's apartment, he's got a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress, a blue dress. That means Epstein. That was a sign to Epstein, like I own you.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to me. And I can't do anything, but Hillary can.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, let's see. JD Vance might work out. He might not.
Well,
I really hope he does.
Yeah. But I guess it's nothing wrong with just prove yourself, JD. I don't have to take I don't have to take your word for it.
Yeah.
Been duped by Bush and Cheney and Romney and McCain. Pence. We've seen it before.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just not been around long enough for me to know anything about him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I'm going to do some research on him.
We're going to go into it with, glass half full. He might turn out all right, but
they come out with this. He came out and his recent abortion opinion. And he's one of these guys. Well, I'm against it except in certain cases. And once again, I go back to if you say I'm against abortion except in certain cases, you're not against abortion.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not. I'm not trying to be mean about that. That's just an intellectual observation. I'm against, like I said earlier, I'm against slavery except in certain circumstances. It's like you're not against slavery.
Yeah. Well, but that's the safe bet. You know what I mean? That's the safe.
That's the safe answer.
Because and I'll be honest, that's kind of like. That's kind of the point I wish the Democrats and the Republicans could agree on. You know what I mean? Like, we're totally against it. They're totally for it. Let's have some common ground if we're going to make laws and we have to live together in this country.
Well, that's what Trump did.
Exactly.
Let the states decide.
Let the states decide. But even like JD Vance, JD Vance's his position is, okay, well, I'm against it, but under these certain extreme cases. I think that's just his kind of.
I need to go look it up. I'm pretty sure that Vance opposed the letting the states decide when that happened.
Oh.
I believe I read that today. Really? But I'll double check it.
Why?
Well, then
I'm not sure.
For less government.
That's back in his Never Trump days, of course, but which was just like 2 weeks ago. So.
I'm about to say, yeah. Like,
Why would Trump?
this guy?
Why would Trump pick this guy? I don't understand.
I'm telling you, I think Trump is just trying to say, hey, let's peace with the RNC. I think he's really trying to.
I hope it's not like the Biden moment. Like the moment we found out about Kamala was the day Biden found out about Kamala too.
Yeah.
He's reading his notes. He's like, is this it? Is this real?
I'd like to say Trump has better control of it than that, but
yeah.
Once again, I think he sat down with the RNC and they.
Well, his daughter is now co-chair of the RNC,
which is why they're actually doing anything. Honestly,
not his daughter. His daughter-in-law is
his daughter-in-law.
now
Yeah.